The Sophisticatedly Ratchet Podcast is a roundtable conversational podcast that gives a voice to the Black experience.
Millennials from New York City sharing our views on Black lifestyle, culture, relationships, religion, and current events.
Here at SR, we strive to give our listeners the real in a world of fake.
Worldly professionals with class that also know how to switch it up.
Now let's talk our wild shit.
What's good, everybody?
Peace. We live, y'all. All right, and welcome to another episode, another hearty episode of Sophisticatedly Ratchet, okay? Now, as you can see, if you're going to be getting this wonderful visual, okay, and we're going to definitely, plug the people.
We're not in squares today. We're not in squares. We together.
We're not in
different today.
squares.
We're not in
I
squares.
can feel you.
today.
You're touching me. You're touching me. Cheers.
Right.
Cheers.
No
Cheers
squares.
to no squares. Okay. I just want to definitely pay homage to this beautiful setup. Okay, and definitely thanks to my host, who I want to make sure I introduce in the right way, because we got our host and also a special guest today. All right, so my first host that I'm going to introduce on this production. Okay. Now, I want you to know she's a person that gets our chakras aligned.
Okay, we know what this is.
Okay?
Okay.
Some of us call her the ice queen because she's been on our asses all day
Burr.
in terms of time and shit. And it's already fucking cold outside, but she has been still doing her
I'm
job.
icy?
Okay?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I didn't say your name, so I don't know how you even speaking yet. You know what I'm saying? Because I was going to bring you in, but this is how icy shit gets when you're dealing with somebody like this, all right? All right? I mean, the one thing I love about, this co-host is she always is able to ring the chakra bowl, bang the chakra bowl, okay? All right, and this is just what she does. I mean, a lot of y'all niggas who whip the pot with your wrist and all this other shit.
I got the flick of the wrist.
It's different on this side,
got the
okay?
flick of the wrist.
TJ, show them your wrist. That shit right there, y'all niggas should be ashamed of yourselves. All right, all y'all niggas talking about you whip the pot, all right?
It's a different flick. It still
But
works.
I definitely want to introduce the homie, the queen, TJ, the ice queen. What up, TJ?
What up, tribe? It's your girl, TJ, the Unicorn Gemini, and I bring duality to the podcast. What up, bestie? What up, tribe?
Yo.
You can see us? You see me?
Yes, we live.
We live.
I bet. Appreciate you, Queen. All right,
Always.
now, my next co-host on this show, I mean, you already know. He is probably one of the drippiest dudes around here, okay?
I mean,
like I said, anytime you see him walk past, he actually walks by with a, what's the sign? Slippery When Wet? He just has random ones
It's on the
on
back
him.
of his shirt.
Okay, on the back of his shirt probably. He carries little mini ones he just places whenever he walks around and shit, okay? That's my nigga though, okay? So I just want to let you know this dude is the spewiest guy around. If you were to, matter of fact, legend has it, if you touch the spew, okay? If you touch the spew, you may just wake up with a new pair of Jordans every other day or so, okay?
type of drip.
It's that kind of power, that kind of
I
drip,
don't
all right?
wear Jordans, but you can touch them.
I don't own a pair of Jordans, so I don't know how that would feel yet, all right? But just know, I definitely want to bring it in from my brother, the spew god, Mash. What up, King?
Gangs. I love y'all like cook food. Thank you so much. Yo, it's so hard. I don't know who to look at. If I'm looking at y'all or if I'm looking at the camera. But yo,
Anyone you want.
I'm Spew God, drip, representing South Jamaica Queens. Only Queens make
Peace.
kings. You know
Of
what I mean?
course.
Spew is an abbreviation for spreading positive energy wherever. And as a Spew God, I'm the ambassador. My job is to enrich the lives of everybody that I meet. And representing South Jamaica Queens. Only Queens make kings.
All day,
Yes.
all day.
Thanks.
All right. Now, as far as my third host, I mean, she really doesn't need any introduction. I mean, she is from the BX, you know what I'm saying? And, they throw up their X's all the time. You already seen it. All right. She is the clarity queen. All right. You ask her what language she speaks crystal clear. Okay. That's what I'm dead ass. All right. All right. Her favorite number is 3. That's why she's always in this 3 slot. And sometimes when I think about it, 3's probably one of my favorite numbers too. Be honest with you, I like threesomes. Okay, I like what else I like in 3s. What good things come in 3s? Check. So what? Checks. 3 checks is good. Okay. I guess I'm not sure why, but 3 checks are good. If y'all think about it, the fucking Tootsie Pop. Okay, that was a 3 thing. All right, it was 3 licks till you get to the center of the Tootsie Pop.
Oh, I remember that.
But good things come in 3s, my niggas. All right, but. I definitely want to give it up to the queen, Mo. What up?
What's up, guys? Of course, you know it's your girl Mo here from Co-op City, Section 5. From the Bronx. Don't ever zone my shit. Straight like that, okay? Always representing Boogie Down Bronx.
All the time.
All the time.
All right. And I definitely have to introduce one of my next to last co-hosts. He's the best. We call him Spilly. All right. I don't know if y'all know this, but we got these wonderful cups. I don't know who bought these shits, but they got covers on them. Thank you, TJ. Because if we didn't have these wonderful covered cups, there'd be liquid everywhere. Okay. There's a reason why we call him Shake. Part of that is the reason because he spills shit a lot. Okay. But he's my nigga though. It's cool. You know. Actually, you know, the reason, one of the other reasons why we call him Shake too, matter of fact, is because this nigga, for some reason, is always able to shake you out of your concept of what the fuck you thought was real. That's why if you ever listen to any of these episodes and you hear us say shake facts,
Yes.
it's because you've been shook. Okay? All right? So just, you know, watch what you hear and watch what you believe on this shit, because some of this shit is shake facts. All right?
Facts.
But I'm definitely going to give it up to the homie, the crypto god, Shake.
Yo,
What up, King?
what it do? It's your boy Shake, a.k.a. Mr. HSD, a.k.a. Mr. AFF. You know the name. What's
today's F?
Forgetful.
You fact.
Forgetful.
You're my favorite fuckboy. I got you.
I should have had those prepared anyhow.
Where's your phone?
All right, I want to thank you guys for joining us on this live.
Yeah, facts. The F.
So ratchet.
Look, the F today's for faking the funk. Okay?
Yes.
All right, this is what happens. And now, I don't know if y'all noticed, like, you know, usually it's 1, 2, 3. All right, I feel like there's an extra aura or some shit in the air, but I don't know. Maybe it's just like the Eve for something. I don't know. Maybe it's Christmas Eve. What happened? We after Christmas Eve?
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, after
But just
Christmas
know, like,
Eve.
look, we got a special guest in the building. All right. Hold on. Let me just tell you. I'm just telling you because my special guest, she kind of like an Avenger. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you why, because she's saving y'all dusty niggas parties from being too dry. Okay, if you think about it, all right, this is what happens, all right. And if you look at the backdrop and all this other shit, I'm gonna just say there's a reason why this shit shining so motherfucking bright, all right. So I definitely want to give it up to the party god, all right, Eve. What up?
What's going on, guys? I'm EVE, EMG Prince, Life for Eve Brand.
Gang.
Listen, we're gonna get this episode rolling. Y'all
Gang.
can learn about me.
Okay.
She took a sip. She took a sip after that.
And if you can't tell,
She leaned back.
Look, Eve is from Brooklyn. I'm not gonna hold you. Eve just had me
She didn't have to
rediscover.
say
Yo, she just had me rediscover that I'm from Brooklyn too. I know I don't claim Brooklyn a lot, but I felt like when you feel another Brooklynite in the area, you start to get to going back to your roots and shit. So just know I'm feeling my shit. All right.
No matter where you go, Brooklyn will always be there.
Facts. Now, yo, today we got a special episode for y'all. All right. This episode we kind of entitled The X-Files. All right. And the way that this episode kind of came about was I kind of had an epiphany one time because I realized a lot of my exes, they still hit me up from time to time for some dick. Not gonna lie, I'm just keeping it 100, all right? And this episode, I wanted to get this episode brainstormed and kind of out because I realized we all have a lot of, you know, stories and associations with like exes, you know, some situation exes, some like real life exes who you probably lived with or fucked with for a long time or whatnot. So that's kind of the bloom for this episode. I don't know what to call it or some shit like that, but that's kind of the inspiration for this episode, I should say. And I want Mo, you gonna guide us through this.
I'm gonna guide us through this. Of course, we gotta start with our chakras getting aligned and all of that before we jump into the episode. So we're gonna go to TJ's segment of No Bad Days, so she can cleanse us, get us cleansed first.
It's gonna be a great ass day because I said it was gonna be a great ass day. I won't accept nothing else. Nothing bad will enter my day. Say that shit like you mean it. Howl it. No bad days.
All right, guys. So, because we're talking about exes today, I felt like we should talk about our heart chakra. But wait, first, Eve, do you know what chakras are? I tried to school you on it, and you wasn't paying attention. Okay. Tell me you wasn't just paying attention.
Tell us all.
All right. So, because you don't understand what chakras are, I'm going to explain it. Chakras it's an ancient practice where you talk about your physical, your emotional, your spiritual well-being, and everything aligns within 7 energy centers in the body. The heart chakra, it's located in the middle of your chest, represented by the color green, and it represents love for yourself, love for others, you giving, receiving love, compassion, and forgiveness. And I hope that I don't get too carried away on this episode because I have some exes, Scorpios.
Open up your heart.
If y'all was Scorpios, I don't fuck with
Open
y'all.
up your heart.
And I want the best for my exes. I really do. I really do. And so I know that I can't get my blessing unless I have, I just want the best for them. So I have to clear that for myself. If your heart chakra is unbalanced, you will feel like you're unfulfilled, unable to trust people. You're feeling codependent, jealous, or judgmental. And some affirmations you can say to yourself. And then when I hit the singing bowl, you're going to just go ahead and think about these affirmations to open up your heart chakra. All the chakras should be balanced, okay? So one affirmation is, I love myself and others fearlessly.
Okay.
Fearlessly, that's deep.
Yeah, I like the fearlessly part.
Yeah, because I don't want to be afraid to love you. I want to love you with everything. Yeah,
You said love yourself fearlessly.
Yeah, and others.
Got you.
Yeah, I love myself and others fearlessly.
It's hard for some of us to love ourselves, especially fearlessly,
and other people too.
Yeah, for sure.
Right, and there's another one. I love and accept myself unconditionally. All right, you guys ready to open up your chakra?
Been ready, come on.
Your heart chakra.
Get it.
All right, like we always do.
Let me take a sip. Y'all always talk about I don't close my eyes.
Yeah, because you don't be focused.
I can actually
Focus
close my
today.
eyes today.
I was like, I'll fuck you up.
The gloves are. You peep this. You peep this.
I got you.
Look how cute this
I
is.
got you.
Y'all not seeing us. We on YouTube at So Ratchet
Oh
Podcast.
yeah, give it 30 seconds.
No. After. All right, guys.
Definitely can't do
Back
that.
to our chakras, heart chakras. So you're focusing on the middle of your chest. You're gonna close your eyes. If you're not driving, because try.
You will crash.
Be safe.
Yes,
Sophisticated
be
Ratchet.
safe.
burn.
Okay, we are not liable for any accidents.
Facts.
Take a deep breath in and out. No bad days.
No bad days. Yo, wait, can I say something about just loving, like, real quick?
Yeah, the heart chakra.
Yo, I ain't even gonna hold you, and I apologize. I forgot to show myself some love. Hey, y'all. I'm Flash the Philosopher.
He didn't introduce himself.
Hey, y'all.
And we didn't even peep that.
I know, and nobody. This
No
is how I
one
know.
cared. I
I
care about you. Sorry.
when I heard the
My
bang,
heart
I
chakra's
realized
open.
nobody
I
showed
care
me
about
love
you.
today. Nobody showed me
My
love
heart is
today.
open. Sorry,
I was like,
love
oh
you.
shit, what about me? I love me. Shit.
It's your job.
But
You're supposed to do that.
And I'm gonna just say this now that I've been awoken. All right, it's all love. All right.
It was the heart chakra that opened you, bro.
It definitely was. And I would say, like, I am the man that believes this world will burn because we listen to our politicians instead of our poets, all right? I am Flash the Philosopher. It is he, it is me, it is I. And this is Sophisticatedly Ratchet, where we give you the real in a world of fake.
Yes.
All right? Sorry about
I like
that.
that. I like
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Good job,
A
Flash.
little impromptu because,
Good
you know.
job, Flash.
Yeah.
Good comeback.
So
good comeback.
let's jump into Shake's word of the week.
Word of the week. Word of the week. Word of the week. Word of the week.
What's the word? What's the word of the week?
The word.
F4.
Yo, what it do?
My
What it do? What it
favorite
do?
fuck
Yo,
boy.
so the word of the week this week is splenetic. All right.
Spell that shit, ho.
SPLEN.
Without looking.
Without looking. Without looking.
Splenetic. All right. Listen, this is my educational moment. Don't try to ruin that. All right, sucker. All right. So, splenetic. It means bad-tempered or spiteful. Okay, and it's like splenetic outbursts. All right.
All right, give me a
and I'm gonna
sentence.
say this right here because of her splenetic attitude. I hung up the phone on that chick multiple times.
Okay.
Okay, I like
So
that.
Eve, I'll just let you know.
You more often.
Yeah. So that's
Brooklyn, right?
No, Queens, but I be in Brooklyn all the
worry, you're in New
time.
York.
You might as well call me Brooklyn.
so. That's everybody's going to be hanging out with us because you guys are going to be watching us on So Ratchet Podcast on YouTube. But anyway, so I was going to explain to you how we use the word of the week. So in the episode, you're going to say the word. Every time you say the word, you get a point. And every time someone says the word and they say it correctly, we all take a sip.
There's a cool down. Don't get crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a cool
If
down
she
here.
just said it, you can't go behind
Can't
her.
jump
But like,
on the bed
the
and say it right
splenetic
after.
attitude
You need a refill?
of my girlfriend made me.
Saying ginger.
Douce and ginger.
Oh, that's how it works? Can I get one too? I'm going crane apple and crab.
Oh, please. Hold
Light
up.
on the ice.
All right, now y'all
Lady.
Gotta grab my cup though.
now y'all acting ratchet.
So wait,
Just
so
like
wait.
already got ice.
So wait.
She can need the cup.
So wait, today we have a production assistant, all right? Her name is
Nina. We
All
should
right,
introduce
Nina's
Nina.
a-
Come,
so
Nina.
Thank you so much for helping us today.
before, as soon as TJ told us we had a production assistant, I told her immediately, I want red Skittles, all right? Nothing but, all right?
You want
Tell her what she did.
All I
Yeah.
know is
Hershey's.
Nina showed up late, okay? And
Not late.
she didn't even
hours
bring
late.
no
Several
Skittles.
hours
No
late.
Skittles.
First
There was
day.
no Skittles.
If she had the Skittles, I would have forgave it. But I had...
It
I had
wasn't in
to
the
come for
rider.
her.
It wasn't. I
had
didn't
to
put
come
that
for
shit in
her.
the rider.
It was probably TJ's fault for not telling her, all right? Because she would have came with it if she did. Right, Nina? It's TJ's fault. Okay. So you won't get a strike today, okay?
Oh shit.
All right, let's get it.
All right, so of course we know today's episode is about X-Files. So I want to start off with something that's signature to the Sophisticatedly Ratchet Podcast, which is a burner question. Burner questions is where we ask a question, so you will see either Sophisticatedly Ratchet, yes, or no, right? So, we just want to start off with a couple of burner questions. So I'm going to start off with one. You know what I mean? When the ex goes, does the family go too?
When the ex goes, does the family go too?
Moderator, what you got? Y'all got a point to the moderator.
Okay.
All right, so
We got to put it to the moderator? My fault.
All right, my fault.
So, okay. So Shake said yes. Myself, Flash, and Eve, and TJ said Sophisticatedly Ratchet, and Mash said yes. So let's hear from Mash and Shake first.
Yes, ma'am.
Shake and Mash, because
Oh, we the only ones who say yes?
I say yeah.
Yeah,
They gotta go.
I know.
They gotta go. I did a in preparation for this episode, I did some research. All right, I made a list of all of my relationships. All right, my exes, my situationships, and my random hookups. All right, and I don't deal with none of their families. All right, it's over. That's a cap. I cut them all off. When it's done, it's done.
Yeah.
There's no relationship after.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like when I'm messing with a chick, sometimes I create relationships with their families and shit. And I like some of them. I like. You know what I'm saying? There's some real cool people in their family, but I'm gonna keep it a whole stack. I stop talking to them when I stop talking to the person.
Sure.
Because if I continue talking to that person, I feel like we're gonna have too many interactions now. Like if we start hanging out, if I start hanging out with your cousin, now I'm gonna start influx between you and your cousin. I ain't got time for all that. So I would definitely 100% cut it off. Everybody.
all right. So Flash, let me let Eve go first. Then Flash and myself. Yeah, go ahead, Eve.
Well, I'll say Sophisticatedly Ratchet because I think I probably still talk to all my ex's family. They love me.
Exactly. So how does your new girl feel about that, though?
I'm currently single, so
How would you, if your new girl had a problem with it, what would you do?
well when I meet someone, I let them know that certain people in my life, this is family.
Okay.
Like there's family, and then there's if she has a problem with certain people that I talk to that's ex, then they'll be cut off.
But question,
The ex,
question.
but not the family.
Yo, Eve,
The ex and the family.
how you introduce them though? Let's say you talking to somebody new. Do you say like this is my ex's family, or would you just say
No, I introduce them as family. This is family,
Okay.
but not everybody is family.
okay?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna jump in only because I have a situation where I agree with Eve. I said Sophisticatedly Ratchet because one of my exes, speak to his sister. One of my exes, I was in his cousin's wedding. She no longer, talks to him, but when we're out, she introduces me as this is my cousin. Sorry. So it's not, this is my ex's cousin, this is my cousin, this is family. So certain bonds that you build with somebody, especially, like I was with the person for 7 years, but known him for 10. So after a while, you build a certain bond with the family member. So it's hard to cut off the family member, even with his mom. Like I tried to distance myself, and now we're kind of more distant. We may text. I don't talk to her on the phone, but his cousin, like no, that's like my boo, like, so. And there's boundaries. Like, we don't talk about that person. Like, she doesn't bring up the person to me because that's not why we have a relationship. We have our own relationship outside of when I was dating him. So, just like if she was around me right now, I wouldn't say that's my ex's cousin. I would just say that's my cousin.
Right.
It's crazy though. Me thinking about it though, the ratchet side of me is like, that's probably why I'm single.
Really?
Because I still have all these. This is baggage.
Yes.
Baggage.
Connections.
So I might need to get rid of the baggage.
You got to.
So
Yeah.
Like, listen, your cousin is going, you're going too. They want to still hang on. Eve, I love you. Be like that.
yeah, nah, I said sophisticatedly ratchet because I ain't gonna hold you. I definitely, part of me thinks that like, you break up with this person, you shouldn't be holding on to things from the past. Like, when you're trying to move on to bigger and better things. But I do remember like a ex, and I felt like she had a mother that gave me like solid advice a lot of the times. And, it didn't, I felt like I could have used more of that advice as, I grew, but because, we broke up, I realized that relationship would have to go as far as like, the mother being able to be somebody who I can kind of, deflect to in time of need. But I think when I say sophisticatedly ratchet though is because within like the last few years, I started seeing this mom at like the gym or whatnot. And the mom, and I'm being 100. She look good. She bad. She bad. I didn't say I was going to smash the mom. I'm telling you why I feel.
But would you smash them up?
Yeah, would you smash them up?
The fact is I would.
You would.
And this is why I'm in between of like, well, would you let it go? Because technically she's an ex. Like, I shouldn't have to feel any way about this. And this is something that's like, we talking like 9 years removed at least.
That's dirty.
Flash.
I think if she found out you was fucking her mom, she would think you did that out of spite.
No, he's not fucking her mom yet. The fact that you're talking to her mom, I think it's okay at this point.
That's what I'm trying to
9
convince
years,
myself.
You said? 9 years?
Yeah, at least.
Yeah.
What's the statute of limitations?
Is mom
okay?
Is mom okay with talking to you?
All right, now peep game. And this is why I feel this way. Because this was a messy breakup. This was a chick
still
that
keep in contact.
Now he met her at the gym.
I said I met her at the gym. Okay, but
Now he go to the gym every day.
yeah, so it was
They
a
exchange phone numbers. And now they text.
once again, I'm conflicted into whether I feel like, now would this just be like revenge, or the ex type of shit, or is this just something that I should say like, just disconnect and don't even contact her, even though I haven't used her her number or like her resources in any way. I just feel like she's still a good person and she still gives good advice. So, is it bad that I still want to kind of keep in contact with her every now and then?
Does she give you a sex vibe?
She
Does
gives
she
me.
give you like a? Do you guys have any
Did she
type of
stay in
sexual
your eyes a
imagery?
little bit too long to make you think?
I
Trying to throw the pussy at you.
She gives you great advice. But
What if she say, "This is my son"? She still call you son. Like what is
Right.
it? What's the
Does she
vibe?
still call you
that's the
son?
thing. So look, I think she looks at me as a son, but I look at her as a MILF, and that's the problem.
Oh,
Okay.
think
But
she don't know that?
You gotta break the touch
I know she knows
His
that.
break the touch barrier.
Cut his micro.
Rub her shoulder when we sit on the treadmill.
But I want to jump to TJ's because she also said
Oh no, I
sophisticated.
said that was good, but no, I say sophisticatedly ratchet because it depends on the type of relationship that I had with the ex. Like if we were really close, then I have a real relationship. Like I have an ex from when I was 17, and if I see, I don't call her as often. But if I do see her, like it would be like we never left each other. She gave me the best advice ever, and I'm gonna share it with you guys. And it was never date a man that does not love his mother, because he will never love you.
I've heard that.
Absolutely.
That's respect. And never date a man that don't respect his mother, because he
Facts.
will never respect you.
Facts. And that's my ex-husband. Like he has no relationship with his mother, and it didn't work. And I was like, oh shit, that was real. Like I didn't even.
So that's a red flag for you?
What's the red flag?
No, that's a red flag. Like,
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess it's not a red flag because it depends on the situation.
Correct.
You know, like if it's toxic and your mom is toxic, that's different. You know what I'm saying? But if you have no respect for your mother, you know what I mean, and there was no issue like that, then it's a little crazy.
Definitely different.
Even though he's been through some stuff with her,
Okay.
but still.
That's true.
Let me jump into another question real quick. Burn a question, and I'm gonna go to a talking point. Can you be friends with your ex?
Everybody say yes?
No.
Sophisticatedly ratchet.
It's upside down. How about that?
Eve is still decided.
You sophisticatedly ratchet if you gotta add.
Just put yes,
Yeah,
because we know you got people still hanging around.
Yeah.
Sophisticatedly ratchet.
She friends with their families.
Yeah, she fucks with everybody. Everybody's the homie.
Yes.
So
Problem.
Shake says sophisticatedly ratchet. Flash, Eve, myself said sophisticatedly ratchet. Mash said no. TJ said yes. Go ahead. Oh, now you changed it to which one now? Yes.
She yes now. She knew it was yes.
She want to hold up 2 cards like you, mom. She about to hold up 2 cards just like you.
You go first. Go ahead.
Can you be friends with your ex?
Yeah.
Definitely. I'm friends with a lot of my exes because basically it's like, I figure like, this is not gonna work, but we're cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a lot of exes that are mad cool, and I be like, dang, I wish I'd just been friends before I smashed. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, yeah, everything is great, but it's like, I don't want to be with you.
Facts.
You know, I could talk to you, I could, you know, do a lot of things with you, we could have fun, but me being with you, no. You should be with someone, I should be with someone, and we can be friends. Because I have friends that I would never be with, and that could be an ex. You know, so.
Yeah, I agree with that. 100%. Cause I said sophisticatedly ratchet because I ain't gonna hold you. I have a lot of really good people in my life like that I have had that I've fucked, you know? And I'll be honest with you, the problem is, here's the problem. The reason why I'm sophisticatedly ratchet is because I be fucking the shit out of these chicks. And I don't be wanting to like brag, but like
Talk your
it
shit,
gets
King.
out of control because they don't want to be my friend no more. You know what I'm saying? I feel like
Because you keep smashing friends, and I keep telling you about that.
I do really good. I'm telling you, I still have to bring witnesses on for you guys because you guys don't believe
bring the
the shit that I'm
witnesses. I want
kicking.
them
I'm
to come to
telling
my
you
next live on
that I be
YouTube.
fucking their minds
So
up.
Ratchet
And
Podcast.
women, y'all be like, dick don't run shit, but yo,
It runs
I
shit.
can definitely change minds. Okay, and shorty.
Not till she listens to the episode.
So after the shit is over, it becomes now obsessive and shit. Like these chicks wanna, like they think we still, shit, like for instance, a chick I just broke up with, shorty, she wanna show me her titty on the phone and shit. Like I don't give a fuck about your titty. Hey, we're trying to be friends, but you can obviously see it's not friendly anymore. She still wants to fuck with me, and nah, son, it's not gonna happen. And my thing is, I'm like, Eve, yo, I wish I didn't fuck them. Because if I didn't fuck them, we could really be friends. I love you. You
give them 100% every
huh?
time. You give them 100%
Fucking 100%.
Every time?
Destroy them, bro.
It's hard to pull back.
Ridiculous, bro. Like I be ODing,
That nigga's
right?
devil.
Unless there's some reason for me not to give them 100%. I'm giving them 100%. Like they be like, I don't give head, and I'm like.
when they say that, do you give head?
No, when they say, I'll still give head. I ain't gonna
You
lie.
do? Okay.
If I really like them and shit, they don't give head. It's okay, baby. It'll come. And then eventually,
Facts. All facts.
so I'm telling you, I cannot stay friends with them. I want to, but I can't. So that's why it's sophisticatedly ratchet for me.
I drink to that.
So who had
I said yes.
Go ahead, TJ. You say yes.
I said yes because it depends on the ex, how he ended, you know. But I really do like some of my exes. After the fact, there's a cool down period, like we like to say.
Of course.
So I need to be cold turkey away from you for a little bit, and then, you know, I'll be like, oh, okay, now we could be friends. Like my first girlfriend ever, like we're friends now, and I really want the best for her, and we're good.
Is there still anything there?
No.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna do a survey. You said yes.
Yes.
No, I
you
said no.
so
I said
no.
no. Definitely
And
a
you?
no.
I said sophisticatedly ratchet, but I'm kind of lying.
The mama.
I just thought about it.
I said sophisticatedly ratchet. I didn't go yet.
Just thought of one good
Tell me
friend.
why.
Are you in a relationship?
Yeah,
Yes.
for sure.
I'm single.
Single?
No.
Are you in a relationship?
I'm off the streets.
Me?
You're the only one that said
All
no.
the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
I gotta try cutting off my exes.
You gotta do it.
Yeah. So.
I'm gonna try that.
So see, and that's what it depends on the like. I have a I have an ex that I've known that I was with in high school.
Oh, you don't want to put his business out there. I know you.
But today, like that's like we cool. You know what I mean? Like I don't think he's gonna care anyway. He's married.
Yes.
He's married to his husband.
Yes.
And right. And
Was you his last relationship?
no, I wouldn't.
He's married to his
To
husband.
his husband. Yeah.
Yeah, he's married now.
They dated in high school.
Did you see any signs that he was interested in the other team? While you
No,
dated
he
No.
was fucking niggas up. He was fucking niggas up.
He was a gangster nigga.
He was gangster, yes. And and to this day, he will fuck a nigga up too.
Wow.
You don't play that shit.
Yeah, he probably will.
But Matt, and that's a relationship where I'm not cutting. But the thing is, your person has to be cool with it. Like I've gone to his birth. Me and TJ went to his birthday party. His
He's a
husband was there. Like it's nothing. You get what I'm saying? So, and I have another ex that remarried as well. That went to the military. I'm close with. It depends on the relationship. Then I have my ex that I was with for 7 years. Don't talk to him. You see what I'm saying? So it depends on the relationship I have, and it's not. And to be honest, we're friends to the point where it's not. You wouldn't even think about crossing that line because that's completely out the picture. It's like that's finished.
Do you have any exes that you would cross the line with? I like to put her on the spot.
Anything is possible, but nah, not now. Yeah. And she said no.
Yeah, I said no. I said no because I feel like I put different categories for my friends and my associates. I put expectations on my friends because I want you to. If you're my friend, I expect you to be there for me. I can't put that expectation on an ex. I can't put that expectation for an ex to be there for me the way I can my friend. So I don't put them in that same category because of whatever experience we had together. I'm gonna just put you in a different basket. I got friends for that. I can't consider you a friend because of that. That's my stance.
I mean, have you been open to it though?
Yo, question though. I don't want to jump the gun, but what about situationships though? Situationship. I have some really good friends from situationships.
Oh, for sure.
That we not. That we
That's
like.
easier.
I just kind of know. Sometimes I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not. I say I'm 100% every time. Sometimes I'm off. You know what I'm saying? I might have an
Shake
off night.
facts.
I might have an off night, okay? And then the off night might be like, just like, You ever get a chick dick that was so bad that you knew she was going to dismiss you right after this
Your friend
shit?
zone right after you
On purpose?
came just get friend zone. He's like, oh shit, damn it, it's over.
I be learning for those experiences, but it's happened, okay?
Why though? What's the purpose of that?
Facts.
What's the purpose and what does that look like?
Sometimes
what's bad dick to
I
you?
may have sex and I don't want. It feels. I'm gonna be honest with you. I say that if a chick says she don't give head, that I will be still into it. But it depends on how much I like her. But if I don't really like her like that and she still don't give head, and it's just like fuck that shit, and then I'll kind of give her like floppy dick, and then after that. You know what I'm saying? We could still be friends because she didn't get like hooked on the penis and
Or
shit.
it could be an instance where you meet a chick and you really excited to fuck her, and then you fuck her and you come too fast and you're like, damn,
Nah,
I'm
that
not
never happened to
performing.
me.
I know.
She not gonna fuck with
That's it.
She gonna
That's me. Shit. I had one chance to win. I missed.
You
One
accept
that you
it?
really like?
You're
Okay.
like, I feel like you ain't got no choice. The fuck you mean? Do I accept it? She the one.
You
that
can
gonna
try
tell me
again,
that.
though.
If she let me.
Okay,
If she let you.
Yeah.
If she let you, bro.
You right.
When you know it's over, bro, it's over.
I ain't gonna hold you. If she don't let you slice again, the only options you have are like friendship, or you just gotta forget about it. There's no in
Facts.
between. Definitely not.
So let's yes, exactly. So let's have a conversation now. So would you go back to the next?
For what?
Would you go back to next?
It depends on why we broke up and how I feel about them after the time has passed. Like if they did some hurtful shit and I couldn't get over it, then no, I couldn't get back with them. If we broke up because the situation just didn't work out because of like some random occurrence, maybe, but I couldn't see it happen in real life. Like it sound good, but not in reality.
Like, is it STD grounds for dismissal?
Oh, for sure.
So
I
you
was
wouldn't go
asking.
back?
I'm not sure. I was making sure.
The shorty who clapped me up from high school, I would never go back. I don't give a fuck what she say to me. No, I will never go back. That's a dub.
She changed as a person.
I changed as a person. I'll change as a person.
Would you ever go back to it? That's just an open question for anybody. Like, I mean, shit, it does 100%. It depends on what they dismiss or what you guys dismiss each other for. Like, if I feel like this is a toxic relationship, you know what I'm saying? But, the sex is amazing and shit. I mean, I'm a very shallow person. I like really good sex and shit. I might go back just to fuck her and shit, and then we gonna make all kinds of like rules. We not gonna fucking fall in love. We not gonna do this, and then the whole shit gonna happen again. I see it happening.
You giving 100%. You gotta dial it back.
It be a problem, son. I can't walk away without her nutting at least 3 or 4 times. And my thing is, when they only nut once, that shit bothers me as a person. So I have to sit there and ask them questions like, what did I do wrong? Like, what can I do to make this better for you?
Yeah.
Real shit. But we going on subject. Go ahead, Flash.
Nah, I was gonna say, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I feel like when I know I'm in that mode to be like in club mode and shit like that, of course, like dudes can bag chicks all day and shit like that. But like the older I get, the more I realize, and I don't know if this is me starting to have like this whole, I don't want to add no more bodies to my bag type of shit. But I do believe, number one, that people can grow from like who you kind of divorce them or dismiss them as when they become an ex. And once again, I'm only speaking for myself, I don't have a lot of bad relationships with my exes. So part of me, and so if they hit me for dick and I tell them no, this doesn't mean that I can't maintain some type of verbal conversation to understand like, okay, you're not as fucked up as I thought you were, or like you've grown since I've known you type of shit. So I'm kind of open to it.
What about Shorty who was cheating on you with her cousin who wasn't her cousin?
Oh yeah, I remember that. You saw them in the car.
You want to bring up over?
Oh,
She was like, I'm chilling with my cousin.
So you know what's wild with that? And no, I'm gonna be honest. She invited me to her baby shower.
How long ago?
You showed up?
I showed up.
You brought a gift?
Brought a gift?
Yeah. Did you bring a gift?
I don't remember, but I was
Took a to-go plate?
you know, cake. But
that was revenge.
But hold up, but let me tell you, I was actually kicked out not too long after, because homeboy realized like he had the problem with it. Her baby father, he was like, "This is your ex, this is your ex in the motherfucking baby shower." And next thing I know, I was surrounded by like 3 Jamaicans, and I'm sitting here like, "Shit, I ain't got no toenail clipper on me or nothing." I don't know how to defend myself.
They had to remove you from the party?
No, they escorted me out.
Yo, Flash.
I'm gonna be honest.
Flash.
Are you serious?
What the fuck why did you go?
You was in
Why
Brooklyn?
did you even go?
No, so
That's in Brooklyn. That's in Brooklyn.
Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm sitting here looking at it from his point of view. Yeah, you didn't belong there.
So
I would have kicked you out too.
But she invited him though.
So once again, I'm gonna keep it 100. The only reason why I went, damn, this is definitely too much tea. But I definitely gave her dick within the
While she's pregnant?
Now why she was pregnant?
That's what he put
Are you the father? Are you the father?
You forgot the preference back in my younger whole days.
Yes, you gotta say that.
I gave a dick by accident, and
You don't give dick by accident. You 100% type nigga. You in the same boat as that nigga. You gave her 100.
Yeah. So when I was surrounded by the Jamaicans, the shit was feeling like with belly type of shit. I was sitting here like, oh, I said this ain't gonna end well for me. I said either they gonna jump me or I gotta walk this on out, my boy.
You know they're Jamaican, so somebody got a machete.
Somebody.
I would definitely go back to. I have great archives.
They would come back to you. Would you go back to them is the question.
They would come back to me. I would go back to them too. Like I said, I have great archives that at the time I probably wasn't ready for them. So now I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? But there's some ex that just can never come back.
What ex are those?
Yeah, tell us about the ex. Yeah, jump into it,
breakup story. Yeah.
Word. This leads us to a ratchet story.
No.
How about that?
Ask her about that one.
You cannot come back after you fuck the help. Period.
Well, that's a fact.
That's it.
What you think?
After you fuck the help.
But who's the help? What's the help?
My landscaper who cut my grass every Sunday.
My driver.
Julio Rodriguez.
The driver.
The exterminator.
The exterminator. The
Wait,
plumber.
driver,
The
like
cable
Uber
guy.
driver?
No, like a driver. Like my driver that drive me around, that take me places, that take my family from A to B. You can't come back after that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Period.
Well, can't come back after you fucking ex.
But why? Why? Yeah.
Hurt my heart. Like that's different.
What
But what if it was your friend? What if it was your friend? You would be okay if it was a friend as opposed to the help?
That was my help and my friend.
Thanks.
So let me ask this question now: Are you still friends with the driver?
No.
No, I guess the real.
Everybody get cut off.
Wait.
I don't really cut people off, but that situation, everybody.
Nah,
got
but the
cut
real
off.
question is, did you fire the help?
Yeah,
Had to. You have to. You have to.
He don't pay
You have
attention.
to. You have to. You gotta go. You have to.
He had to go.
He lost his job.
That sounds like a lawsuit, though. That sounds like a lawsuit, though. That's wrongful termination. I mean, you can't be firing niggas because they slicing you.
Sue me. I'm gonna cut the check and cut you off. Fuck that.
I'm gonna pay you.
That sounds like wrongful termination.
Oh my god.
That was stupid.
You right. I can't pay them no more after they
Oh my God.
Shit.
What's the pettiest reason you broke up with someone? I don't have a pet.
I have a reason why I got broke up with.
Oh, go ahead, TJ.
I had an ex-girlfriend break up with me on Christmas because I felt like I gave her a dope gift, and she was like, "Oh, you mad?" Like, what she said, like she didn't like the gift. So we talked about it, and her grandmother was Trinidadian, and her grandma passed. She loved her grandmother, so I bought her the towel. So I was like, we can make rotis together. You know, you used to make it with your grandma, whatever. That's why I gave her for Christmas. She bought me a computer, so she felt like they weren't even.
Would you get
I
her?
felt like
I'm sorry. Would you get her?
Wow.
It was like a one
Cooking
of the
equipment.
What?
Cooking equipment. A household
Yes,
gift.
it's for the
household
towel.
gift?
She bought us something for the house. She bought us something for the house.
She bought you a
It
laptop?
was sentimental, and I felt like that was mad petty.
Lesson learned. Lesson learned. Lesson learned. Women don't like anything to help clean the house or cook for gifts. They don't like that shit.
Yeah.
I got a scale.
You heard it here
I didn't
first.
like that
I mean,
either.
you should
You're
know
right.
that too.
But but it was sentimental. Like, all right, whatever.
I'm just telling you.
I get
thought
it.
that shit is petty. It's still petty to this day.
Literally, I cut someone off because we was talking about Christmas a few days before Christmas. I think she was trying to see what I'm gonna get her. Like,
She's putting out feelers.
What she said?
What's your budget? What do you
That's
looking
not a
like?
feeler. She straight up asked you. That's not a feeler.
like Chanel, my body. What?
Yeah, for sure. It's a
I
question.
said, nothing. We cut. Done. Straight like that. Straight like that. Why you asking me that? I had
How long
like,
was
what
y'all in a
kind of-
relationship before you decided to get gifts? Because this is during our last week's episode, we said how long you got to be with somebody before you start giving them gifts for Christmas. So how long was you with that person before they started dropping hints for what they wanted for Christmas?
Whoa.
And then you said they said Chanel, correct?
And that's different. That's like a
Chanel
lot of
is
racks.
a lot of money.
That's like a lot of
Yeah.
racks.
Chanel my body. You said
Chanel my body.
Chanel, my body. They wanted a Cuban.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
okay,
what
okay.
that mean. Okay.
I just kind of felt the
Brooklyn
way,
talk.
like, a few days, like they were cueing me. You see how you gave me you see how you told me we was gonna be talking about this? I was like, I'm gonna study. They were cueing me, like, what are you getting me, basically? I'm like, what I'm getting you, like, what the
But how long was y'all together though?
A few months.
Got it.
That's too early for me.
What's a few to you?
4.
4 months. Okay, yeah, that's
You was
that's
33
different.
and less.
That's
So I was
different.
already going all in type, you know what I'm saying? I was already all in, like, this is what we doing. But you, now it's coming across like, why you here for? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
What did you see that make you ask that question to yourself? Like, what are you here for?
It was like, you don't do for me what you used to do for like what? Like who? But who do you know that I know? Like what you said to me? Nah, you gotta go.
Yo, son, chicks always want to compare themselves to somebody, bro. They want to
So what's your
compare.
point?
Don't ever tell the shorty you with about a shorty you used to be with.
Never.
And shit she used to do for you.
Never.
Because now
Never.
she want to, especially if it
Never.
was something good. Like if she was a good cook.
Never.
I'm
And
like,
then you
I'm
always
not
criticizing
Chanel,
her mac
bitch.
and cheese.
Yeah.
Don't never talk
You know, my
to
ex
shorty
used to fucking mop
about
my
how
floors for
good
me
your
and
ex
my
used to be.
kitchen and my bathroom once a week. My bitch would be so mad if I told her that out loud. That's crazy. You would you.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Let's
It's
just move on.
real.
Wait, would she get splenic? Splenetic? Would she get
Splenetic.
Yes, she
splenetic?
would. Yes, she would.
She
Yes,
would?
she
Okay.
would.
I had to look.
Take a
I,
sip.
Point.
I wasn't sure if she did
Nina,
that
put
shit
down my
right. She
point.
definitely fucked
Thank
that
you.
shit up one time.
She did say splenic. Like she was talking about
I said
sugar.
splenetic.
She over here talking about sugar over there.
Nah, she did it right.
I had
She
to
did it
say
right.
it again.
She said
I had to
kinetic,
say it
nigga.
She
again.
did it right.
Sophisticated.
Uh-huh.
Splenetic.
That was a long sip, Mo.
Yeah, it is.
That's strong. That's a heavy drink.
Mo
You
trying to
sure
get
you-
it real hit.
That's a long sip. I watched you.
Mo taking a shot.
And it's 2 T's.
You're right. Okay. See, you sophisticated, bitch.
Okay,
But
so
I'm ratchet.
yeah, definitely. I want to go into a ratchet thought.
Okay, what's the ratchet thought?
Mash.
All right, so I got a ratchet thought. My ratchet thought, I want to know what the statute of limitation is to smashing the ex. What is the statute of limitation? Like, I know we had conversations, Shake, Flash, about what is, no. I mean, like, we had Shake and Flash.
Oh, yeah.
We have had
We
real
got a
life-
rule book.
We've had real life conversations about what are the statute of limitations, one, and who's completely off limits. Like, who of your exes is you like, yo, bro, do not ever do that one. Right now, with that in mind, what's y'all statute of limitations on exes?
Of smashing. Wait. I want to get clarity.
That's not how you do ratchet thoughts.
No,
Okay,
I'm
right.
just asking.
Just the clarity. Queen.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Mom.
You're asking what is the statute of limitation to smash your friend's ex, correct?
If TJ was interested in the nigga you used to fuck with, what's the window of time for you to be all right with it?
So that's not a ratchet thought then.
It's not a ratchet thought. It's just
Yeah,
a
that's
question.
a question.
That's the ratchet thought. That was his ratchet thought.
Right. That was actually the thought that I had because I feel like there are statute of limitations.
Okay,
Alright.
gotcha.
There are statute of
gotcha.
limitations on when you should be able to slice somebody's exes, and I want to know how y'all feel about that.
All right, so we say yes or no because that's what a ratchet thought is. You
Right.
say your
Well, we're not
thought,
saying yes or no because
and
it's not a
we-
ratchet thought anymore.
Well, he switched. Y'all
It's
being
switched.
so-
It's switched. Okay, so
Okay.
put the
That's
cards
what he
down.
do, shake 'em down.
Because it don't make
Whatever,
sense no
we
more,
was
TJ.
asking
It don't make no
friends.
sense no
Like,
more.
we're talking about
Just
friends.
answer the
Associates.
question.
Friends.
Yes.
So my answer is, is it okay for my friends to slice any of my exes?
limitations? How many years?
None. Zero for me.
After you guys are done?
Zero for me. That's my answer. I'm not smashing my friends' exes. I don't care if it's 10 years later.
No green lights.
But what if you wasn't even serious like that, son? Like, you only fuck with him. Like, Steven, you just like Steven because he got a bald head and shit.
But what if Steve was like a hookup?
The only reason where I could see that could happen is if by some miraculous reason I didn't know that you used to talk to this person, and then it came out like, oh
Okay,
shit,
you met him
yeah, I met him
online,
online or something like that.
You know what? Let me rephrase it to make it a little bit more
Okay.
situationship. Maybe not a relationship because relationships are long term. Like I've been with the person for a
Anybody
long
that
time.
you fuck with.
Anybody that you fucked. Like, what's the stipulations to allow someone else, your friend, fuck someone you fucked?
None for me.
Okay.
Okay.
Zero? Oh,
All right.
I would say it depends on the friends. This is all my answers. It depends, right? So
Sophisticatedly Ratchet.
Mo,
Sophisticatedly Ratchet.
absolutely not. You cannot fuck anybody. But I'm the type of girl that I will pass niggas off to my friends. It depends. I do it all the time. Yeah, like
We really family.
yeah, we are family. We are family.
Pass and give
I will pass him. I'll be like,
yo,
yo, girl, his dick was good. It was big. And he'll buy you whatever the fuck you want. I just don't want him. He's a great guy. I just don't want him. I don't mind. And I'll be like, you like my friend? She got the big butt. You like her? And he'd be like, nah, I was messing with you. Of course I don't like big butts. But you know what I'm saying? But pretty much I will pass them on. And especially if we never had sex. If I didn't have sex and, the connection wasn't, I just recently kind of hooked up a friend.
That's different.
Yeah,
if
like-
you didn't have sex, that's different.
You telling me you passed off a nigga that gave you good dick before to a
I
friend?
did, yes.
You have?
I did
How'd
twice.
that story go? How'd that story go?
He was one of them. One of them was my
that
ex-boyfriend.
nigga feels like a man. That nigga?
No.
That nigga? He's talking to his homeboys like, yo, I fuck all of them, my nigga. I just running through the whole squad. This is what I do. You see me. Look at my body, nigga. I'm here. I'm him. I am him.
That's not necessarily.
No,
pussy
this was
by
my
proxy.
ex-boyfriend from high school, and so he was very hurt that I tried to hook him up with one of my friends, and he stopped talking to me.
He's a bitch ass nigga.
We don't talk anymore.
But I just want to preface, even when she told me about this, my reaction was the same. Like
Yeah, she
I was
was
like,
like,
why the fuck would you do that? Because I know that this person was in love. He was in love with her. So the fact that she did that
We were young.
to me,
We were 16.
but to me it still was a disrespect, and that's how he took it, in my opinion. Like, yo, you would actually hook me with one of your friends.
Wait, he was mad?
Was he?
Yes,
But
he was
how could you tell he was mad? Was he spinatic?
Let me tell you what happened. All right, you get it.
Niggas reaching for their phone.
Wait, hold on.
That was spinatic. That was dead on.
I'm gonna just explain,
You
bro.
take a sip.
I'm gonna just explain, bro. I do a sip.
Thank you.
Nigga almost spilling shit again.
Let me explain, bro. Dude loves her with all his heart. And he was like, yo, I want to be with you. And she was like,
You thought I was feeling you?
Hey, friend.
That nigga mush.
That's not what that nigga much.
That's
No,
trash.
no. Let me back it.
I would've felt the
Let me
same
back
way.
up. We dated in high school. I was like 16, 17. We're now 30 years old.
Okay.
Okay? I don't want you. You're a great guy, but I don't want you. And my girlfriend is a great girlfriend. You're ready. She's ready. This would be a great match.
How did he feel?
Let me tell you what happened. So we all went out to eat. He didn't know I was trying to hook him up. And we started talking, and we were talking about going on a trip. And I was like, we should all go on a trip, like all do a group trip. And I was like, girl, and he got a big dick.
Violation.
He didn't like the fact that I said that to her. I was like, why are you upset?
Violation.
He's a wholesome man.
Yes, that's what
I would have for sure
And
thought.
that's why,
I would have for sure thought.
I did not get it.
I would thought I was walking into an orgy. Yo, bro, I would have thought I was walking into an orgy, bro.
That she would set me up for a trizzy. And I was like, yes, she is my bitch. I love her forever. She told her friend I got a big dick.
Let me tell you,
I would have thought it was an orgy,
if
bro.
you knew the type of person that he was, so for me, instantly when she told me that, I said, absolutely not. You can't do that with that particular person.
And that's
anybody
how you be the
else.
best
Yes,
friend
I was
like
like,
this.
no, you violated.
But I thought he would feel good about it. Because
No.
it's not like I said he got a small
I would have
dick.
felt mad good. Any mouthpiece make
You
me
were
feel
right,
good.
TJ. You were right to
Now,
make
you
think
know
you would
what?
feel good.
She
He's
used
a
to fuck
sucker.
with
Yeah,
me.
yeah,
That's
for
what-
Sucker.
He's not a fuckboy.
Yeah. I would have came out there.
I'm not used to
You hooking me up, like you showing me all this love. I
He's
would
not
have
a
been there for you.
fuckboy. A fuckboy would have been on some like, it's good.
But he's not a fuckboy.
I would have been out for the
I
vibes.
think in his opinion, he probably thought the shit was inappropriate.
He did. He was very offended. He stopped talking to me.
He's probably somebody's husband.
We still don't talk to this
For
day.
sure.
Actually,
He's somebody's husband.
I was-
He's somebody's husband. He's
For
somebody's
sure,
husband.
for sure.
You ain't
I
lying.
was actually upset that he cut me off for that. I was like, yo, you're mad whack for that. It's not like I said your dick was small or it was
So you think
bad.
that was petty?
I thought it was petty.
Yeah, but I think but for him, and I get it because y'all had history, but for him, he took that as a disrespect.
I get it.
And it hurt him, so he's just like, I can't fuck with you after that, especially in front of your friend you did that. That's how he looked at it. I'm just telling you from my vantage point, that's how I seen it. But that particular person, you cannot do that with that type of individual. And for him, that was disrespect. And that's why I was like, when she told, I was like, with that, no. That was
Anyway, he tried to hit me up on IG and I did not answer him. Like I did not.
He probably had time
I,
to rest
I-
his
yeah,
soul.
I never answered his IG message or whatever. Because you cut me off.
Shake, Shake had a ratchet thought.
Okay, sorry.
I didn't have a ratchet thought. I have a ratchet thought.
Yeah.
He's not focused.
Nah, that we talked about that already though. We talked about what my ratchet thought was.
Yeah, what's your ratchet?
Oh no! My ratchet thought was this. Yeah, my ratchet thought was this. Okay, and this is a real ratchet thought, ladies and gentlemen. Remember this. If you are friends with two people who are in a relationship, and they break up, you gotta pick sides.
Good
you
one.
cannot be friends with both of them still. You have to pick a side. You can't play both sides of the fence. And that is my ratchet thought. Do you agree, disagree, or
And
is it
we use our
sophisticatedly
burner
ratchet?
question card
And ladies
for
and
that.
gentlemen, ratchet thoughts are just like burner
have to
questions
touch
where
it.
the
You don't
answers
have to
could be,
touch it.
yes, no, or sophisticatedly ratchet. They agree with you, disagree with you, or sophisticatedly ratchet. Do you guys agree with me? Do you have to pick sides? Fly said yes. Eve said yes. Mo said sophisticatedly ratchet. Mash said yes, and TJ said nope, nah, never. Wait, so you don't agree with me that you got to pick sides? You could be friends with both of them, TJ?
I think you can be friends with both of them. You just have to have a different relationship, and I have to call my cousin out.
You got to call your cousin out? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, say this.
I was dating someone,
Uh-huh.
and we broke up,
Not of agreement.
and that bitch took
She's
her
cool with
side.
everybody.
Look at this. Look at
She's
this.
cool with everybody.
With everybody.
You know
She
what I have
said
to
that.
do right now? I have to apologize to you.
It hurt
Betrayal.
my feelings. It
You know
hurt my
why?
feelings.
My loyalty was different then because I didn't really think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
I didn't think about it. She was just cool. So but we spoke on social media. But if it ever happens again, I'm cutting them off.
Yo, it hit.
I don't want you to cut them off.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
You don't have to cut
You
them
just
off.
said yes,
have to
but then
let
you
them
said nah.
I gotta cut them off.
Chop him
I
off.
don't
I gotta
want.
pick a
I don't.
side because they can't be talking to me and talking to me is like it's a dub. You're done.
But just-
period. Cut.
Keep the friendship. I kind of felt like you took her side.
The breakup.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
see,
in the
but see, that's
breakup.
what it is. See, that's the problem with breakups. When you continue to be friends with the other person, it seems like you're taking their side. Now, there's two sides to a story. You got to pick a side. Are you okay with this side or that side? Do you want to be on this side or that side? See, you said no. You disagree with me. However, the first words I get about was that bitch. She was friends.
I mean, the
she
way-
continued to be
it was
friends
the
with
way
this
I
bitch. You
I
right?
didn't know the sides. I was just.
Well, I'll tell you. I remember like it was yesterday.
Okay, okay.
So I remember my cousin, and she was like, this what these femmes be doing. You know what I'm saying? These studs be out here and they be homeless and shit. You know, they want to move in because lesbian people be moving in mad fast or some shit like that. And these studs, they don't got nowhere to go. And that's what I heard you say.
Yikes.
Oh man! And
That was emotional character.
Okay.
you see how the strife?
I'll drink to that. I love you, cousin.
Oh, look at us solving problems. We're over
It's the
here.
heart chakra. It's the heart chakra.
That's the heart chakra,
I'm
guys.
so glad you guys resolved
That's
this.
a fact.
I think I chose, but I also think I said sophisticatedly ratchet. I know because it's rare where you find like two. Well, at least for me, I don't know two friends that really got together. Now I've known friends that I've know their partner through them. So in that instance, I'm rocking out with my friend because I met you through my friend. You know what I mean? But we can still, if I see you, it's no shade. It's just like, hey, what's up? But I'm not gonna have a real deep conversation with you or nothing like that. Okay. But I'm trying to think.
Surface level.
Yeah, surface level, of course. But I'm trying to think of two friends that I know that got together that.
Yo, I know it is relationship, right? With this shorty, her cousin was engaged to this dude. And when I tell you that this dude is awesome, this dude is like awesome. Invites him out to parties. He's like a party promoter. And he's just like such a fantastic person overall. And I'm gonna be honest with you, after they broke up, the cousin and him broke up, she had to dead her cousin just to continue to be friends with him because her cousin hated her because she continued to be friends with him. And I was just
He wasn't the plug.
I understand.
He wasn't the
Like,
plug.
I understand, but he's such a great dude. Now, my question is, do you guys end up in situations where you may dead one of your good friends because that friend right there is so much better? Would you do that shit?
So I ain't even gonna hold you. I feel like we all kind of subconsciously choose who the hell we're gonna keep as far as like that friendship as the more favorite friend.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, in my case, it ended up being that I chose the woman over the dude, and of course it got messy or whatever the case is, and that's something that I had to eat. But I realized, you know what? I subconsciously chose her as like the more favorite friend out of the two or whatnot. And it didn't mean to go that way. It just happened to be that way.
You know what comes to mind for me? I think about a time when we had. Well, all right. So when you're intimate with friends in the friend group, it's harder, right, to separate because you've been intimate with friends in the friend group, right? So now, once that relationship or that situationship ends, you sometimes got to pick a side. And I can think of an instance where my friend group was split because of a relationship that I had with a close person in that circle, and you got to pick a side. And I think that that's a real thing. You chose wisely, nigga. You chose wisely, nigga. Y'all niggas chose wisely. I'm complete.
Yeah. So let's just give us a little 2020.
Oh, my 2020 twin.
Tell them where to find us,
Where can they
TJ.
find us?
Where my camera at? I'm right here. I'm right here.
I can't.
All right. So, Tribe, thanks for listening to another episode of Sophisticatedly Ratchet.
Making
You
them
can hear
sides.
us everywhere you hear podcasts, Apple Podcasts,
Google
Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon
A lot
has
of platforms.
podcasts. And then you can go on IG and look us up. We're at So Ratchet Podcast on IG, So Ratchet Pod on Twitter, So Ratchet Podcast on TikTok. And you can see our faces with our special guest,
Yes.
on YouTube.
We
at
not
So
in boxes
Ratchet.
today.
We not in boxes.
Not
We're
today.
So Ratchet Podcast on YouTube.
The fix is in.